Yeah. Time to play some cards. All right, so I'm gonna do some Crossbones Expert Standard 3 using the Justice aspect with Groot. Maybe I'll win. I'm hoping. All right, so he starts with 14 health. When he's revealed, search the encounter deck and discard power for that. But if we're following it step by step, we would reveal main scheme 1A. And it says here, a dog barks. That's what happens when you reveal it. Create the experimental weapons deck, which we already did. We shuffled it up. Once we flip this over, it'll tell me to reveal the top card of the experimental weapon deck. So let's shuffle it up. Hopefully I can just click on this real quick to fix that. There we go. And we'll just shuffle this up. I'm not looking at the cards. I'm not looking at the cards. Revealing Exosuit. So he gets +1 steam, +1 attack. We have to spend all 3 resources: energy, mental, physical, and discard this to discard the card. So beautiful. When Crossbones is revealed, we search the encounter deck and discard pile for Crossbones' machine gun, and we attach it to him, which I already took the liberties of already grabbing that. And he gets 2 ammo counters per player. The force interrupt is when he attacks, he will remove 1 ammo counter from this card, discard the top card of the encounter deck, take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. And I had it right here. So 2. Also, Crossbones has a constant effect where, as long as he has a weapon attachment on him, all of his attacks gain piercing. So, yeah, there's that too. And I had that over here somewhere with a pile of tokens. The pile of tokens. Yeah. Piercing. Cool. So he is 2. All right, so he's a 3 scheme, 3 attack monster. Or villain, as you would say. Take my obligation. Shuffle this into the deck. I'll drop some cards over here. Give my deck a quick shuffle. And now it's time to duel to the death. All right, that's all shuffled up. Groot, 10 health. And we shall begin. Justice. Justice, Groot, Peace Corps. I draw up to a hand size of 6, because that's what it says on the card. All right, so we are starting with a Root Stomp, Fruition, another Root Stomp, Energy, Dazzler, and I am Groot. All Um, well, this is good. We just get rid of that. I guess that works. I guess. Guess we do that. Let's just keep it the way it is. We'll flip to hero. Well, before we flip to hero, let's use our growth spurt, and we'll place 2 growth counters. Flip to Groot. We'll use physical, mental, and energy to get rid of the exosuit. We will use energy and a root stomp to deal 5 damage to an enemy. So, haha, you're at 9. And then we'll use fruition to gain 2 more growth counters. I think that was fine. And then we'll attack for 2. And we're ready up. Draw to hand size of 5. Float like a butterfly. I don't have to pee. Think fast. Okay. I'm liking this already. Get that out. Oh, yeah, we can use that to pay for this. And our 5th card. Oh, that's even better. Sweet. Well, let's see what happens in the villain phase. Let's get these out here. All right. Villain's turn. We have 1 threat going on to the main. Crossbones wants to attack me. Before we do that, we remove 1 ammo counter. And we'll do no indirect damage because that is a star. So we dodged the bullet. Ah, see what I did there? Dodge the bullet. Yeah, it's adorable, isn't it? Whatever. All right. Perfect. So now he'll attack. So we got to our boost card. I think we can just take it. Let's just take it. So he's going to attack for a base of 2 and then 3. We'll lose 3 of our growth counters. So that drops me down to 1. And then we'll get an encounter card. And we get Concussion Grenade. So when revealed in the hero form, oh, I like it how it was clear and then it wasn't clear anymore. That's stupid. It's dumb. You are stunned. Okay. Deal 1 damage to your hero. Deal 2 damage if you already are stunned. So I get stunned and then I take a damage. Cool. Well, apparently I'm stunned, and then I lose my other counter. Fair. Let's see here. All right. My turn. All right, so I can't attack, which is not really ideal, but let's go ahead and use the I am Groot. We're going to play the Think Fast. I'm going to deal 1 damage to myself. I need to make some space because I have like no space. So that'll drop me down to 9. And then we can confuse the villain. And then we can use Power of Justice to put in Float Like a Butterfly. So now when a character I control, including myself and my alter ego, or my hero, I should say, we'll be able to do 1 more damage to an enemy that is confused. We'll hold on to the genius for later. Exhaust to get rid of the stun, or we thwart 1 to keep the main scheme. Play it safe, I guess. It's ready up. I am Groot. I am Nick Fury. I am Rocket Raccoon. And a Power of Justice. Well, I guess we're probably going to be doing that. Potentially. Since I have no growth counters right now. Okay, let's get 1 on the main. So Crossbones is going to attack, force interrupt. We remove the last ammo token here. And we're going to do 2 indirect damage now. So that's going to be going right to me. So that drops us down to 7. Crossbones will attack. I don't have any plans to attack. So I'll go ahead and defend that. So we're going to do 2 and then 3. So that's a perfect defense. No damage. And then we'll get our encounter card, which is a exhaustion. We'll surge, and then we will reveal. Oh no, we'll exhaust your identity card, which I already exhausted. So the joke's on you. So I'm glad I did that. I'm smart, apparently, because if I didn't do that, I would have just taken damage, and then I would have been exhausted. Whereas by doing what I just did, I exhausted, defended, took no damage, but now I'm already exhausted, and I'm taking a surge right now into hard as nails. It's an interesting ability for him. So when revealed, my camera will someday focus. Maybe it will focus. It's not going to focus. So I'm just going to read it. When revealed, give the villain a tough status card. If you cannot, you can heal 3 damage instead. Well, we'll give him a toughness because he's hard as nails, allegedly. All right, so that will conclude villain's turn. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use the power of genius with the power of justice, and then that's 2, 3, 4. Because I don't. That's useless to me right now. We'll put in Nick Fury. In attack mode. And we are going to use the power of drawing 3 cards. Which is great because I totally want Death Focus in. So, Gamora. How about that? This comes in for free. Oh, man, don't want to sacrifice none. I don't want to sacrifice any of those for the Death Focus. Ugh. I don't really need to search out events right now. because I'm not in the position to throw some events, if you will. So if anything, I sack Gamora, put in the Death Focus, keep Rocket for minions, because there's legions of Hydras, and it's annoying. So we'll do that. So we're gonna hold on to Raccoon. So now we have our Death Focus. What's the actually? I want this right here. I feel like it should be right here, and that should be right there. Does that make sense? That looks nice. I think it looks nice. All right, this is my hand over here. All right. All right, cool. So we're going to. Wow, that just sucks actually because now the I don't get to do the extra damage because he's tough. So that'd be a waste of a move. Um. Well, guess we'll just keep the main scheme under control here. Take 1 damage, and let us end our turn, if you will. We'll ready up. And we'll draw to a hand size of 5. So we do have our Rocket Raccoon. Think fast. Clear the area. That helps. Tangling vines. That might be helpful. 4, and then another clear the area. Great. All right. 1 threat goes on to the main scheme. The villain will attack. Oh yeah, this should be gone. It's got no counters on it. All right. So villain attacks. Obviously, Nick Fury is a champ. He's gonna take a punch. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 Legions of Hydra into the graveyard. Love to see that. You love to see it. You really do. Or you get into a situation where you have Madam Hydra on the table, Legions of Hydra on the table, and then all of a sudden you get another Legions of Hydra on the table. What do? You tell me. All right. So that concludes that. We'll get our encounter card and Dark Designs. Interesting card that has been revealed. So when it's revealed, we'll place 1 pursuit counter. Oh, look, the camera's focusing. Place 1 pursuit counter, pursued by the past. Then, if there's any counters on it, the villain will scheme. The joke is on the villain because we will put a counter on, but he's confused because he's a chump. That was the wrong token. I tried doing that blind. It was that one? And yeah, guess what? I don't have to worry about that BS. All right, my turn, as they say. So I think what we want to do is take advantage of the fact that we have a Death Focus, and we can put one of our superpowers in play for free. We call it a Entangling Vines. So when Groot makes a basic thwart, remove 1 growth counter and exhaust him the Entangling Vines. It'll give me +2 thwart. I mean, we're just saving that for a rainy day. I want to. He's still tough, so there's no point in me doing that. I think what we do is we play 1 clear the area for clear the area. Or do I damage myself, sacrifice Rocket Raccoon to the graveyard, give him another confusion? Like, it's going to matter because he's already damaged. Dumb. Crap. All right, I'm gonna exhaust, get rid of my stun. So that wouldn't even matter. I couldn't even do it. We'll use the think fast and clear the area to remove this, which it was the last threat on the scheme, so we can actually draw a card. which we drew into a Vine Shield. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, before I draw that, I think I'm going to play the clear the area for the clear the area instead. And then I would have drawn the card. Then I'm going to play Vine Shield and then think fast, do 1 damage to myself. We'll confuse the villain. Then I'm going to flip down and put 2 growth counters on. It's like 2 turns I still held on to Rocket Raccoon, but I don't want to get rid of him yet because I haven't hit any of the minions in the counter deck, so I'm gonna just do it, I guess. So ready up, and then drop to hand size of 5. Fruition. Hey, there we go. Fertile Ground. Nowhere. That's perfect. Hey, Flora. Okay, so that worked out pretty well, I think. Which I'm kind of excited about. I take a little sip of water because I earned it. Because I'm a tree, and that's what trees do. We drink water. Okay, so it's the villain's turn. One threat goes on the main. He doesn't scheme because he's confused. We get an encounter card. It's Hydra regular. Cool. So he comes in. He has Incite. Meaning when he's revealed, we place 1 threat onto the main scheme. This went to 2. And it's my turn. All right. All right. So we're gonna do. Gotta do something here. So we bumped this up to 4. I say we use Flora and we put in our Fertile Ground. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we do Flora for Fertile Ground. Um, Exhaust it. Bump this up to 5. Draw a card. To an I Am Groot. Then we use our Growth Spurt to get 2. So we're at 7. Oh man, we could just flip. Wish he was confused. I could just flip right now, hit them for the tough, and then hit him for 7. Let's see what. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Or am I jumping the gun? Should I build a little more? Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon. I want to get Nowhere out also. And we also got to worry about that threat too. All right, let's do this then. Let's do Strength. Let's put in Let's put in nowhere. Um, and then we'll flip, and we will thwart, and then we'll remove one token, and we'll exhaust their entangling vines to increase our thwart by 2, so we can clear that off. And then we'll play. It's kind of a waste, but fruition. It takes me up to 8. And then do I really? I just need a Rocket Raccoon will be next turn guaranteed, right? But I got to deal with Hydra. All right, we just def focus, use Rock as Roosters, play I am Groot, and we'll just overkill him, I guess. Try to minimize. Probably gonna regret doing that. I'm not happy with that decision I made, but I also didn't. I was holding on to that card for 3 turns. I just didn't want to couldn't deal with that in my mind. So, what's up, Darren? Just try testing out this Justice deck I built against Crossbones. All right, so we got the Sonic Rifle. That's cool. Skies. Vine Spikes. Get some more attack. If we do get minions, at least I can potentially use Disguise and the Sonic Rifle to bring arrows out and confuse that many. I'll just see what happens. Plus, I get to activate Nowhere finally. All right, so we're going to go 1 on the main. Crossbones is going to attack. I do not think I will be attacking, so let's conserve our counters. 2, 3, 4. So I will take only 1 damage, which that'll pop one of my growth counters. And we'll get an encounter card. It is a Hydra Soldier. Wonderful thing. Guard. Love that. Guard. And also, when defeated, special things. Special treats for that. Alright. 4 health, 2 attack, 1 scheme. So we got the Nowhere out. What do we want to do here? Could confuse him, right? Yeah, we could just easily confuse him. This gives me a ready. This gives me more attack. Let's use the Vine Spikes and Disguise. Actually, yeah. We'll use the Vine Spikes and Disguise. We'll put in arrows. So his response is after you play him from your hand, you can confuse a minion for each mental resource that you use to pay for him. So since I used 1, I can confuse 1 minion. So the Hydra Soldier volunteered to get confused first. So that worked out for me. I can now trigger Nowhere and Exhaust to draw a card. And it would draw to Under Surveillance. Don't really need that yet. We're still in good shape here. We're still on the first. We're on 1A still. Um, if only. Depth Focus, we'll use that. And we'll put in our Lashing Vines. Can't use that. I could do 2 damage to the Hydra Soldier because he's confused. So I guess we'll do that. Eros will attack Hydra Soldier. Because I have Float like a Butterfly in play, when a character I control attacks a confused enemy, increases the amount of damage by 1. So he attacks for 1 with the Float like a Butterfly. That will be 2 damage. And he'll take 1 damage for Consequential. And I'm going to hold on to Sonic Rifle. Actually, hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to hold on to Sonic Rifle. I'm going to throw this away. I don't really need it. It's ready up. Drop to a hand size of 5. Sonic Rifle. We are Groot. We are Professor X. We have a clear the area. And Root Stomp. Alright, so win-win scenario. I could Root Stomp the Hydra Soldier, eliminate him, get a counter. I could remove 4 and put a toughness on Groot and Eros. Or I can clear the area, which will clear the main scheme and be able to draw a card, which then will give me which will deck me out. I don't know how I want to punish myself yet. So 1 threat goes on to the main. The villain will attack. We'll defend. So it's going to be 2, 3. So that's perfect defense. I'll go ahead and remove 2 to ready myself up. Oh, that's flipping. Because that's a hero response after Groot uses basic power, which I use my basic power with my defense. Remove 2 growth counters, which I am. Exhaust this, and I can ready Groot. So he'll be readied. And then Hydra Soldier is going to attack. And we'll go ahead and defend again. Take no damage. Get an encounter card. Fall Auto. When revealed, discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck where X is Crossbones attack. And then take 1 indirected directed damage for each one discard that way. So cool. So we discard to whatever his attack is. So his attack is currently a 2. So that's another Fall Auto. And nice. Nice. For each boost icon. That's awesome. That's 5. That's 5 damage right there. It's amazing. Amazing because that's exactly how many Grow tokens I have right now. All right. That being said, um, well, I'm gonna be getting a deck reset anyway, so I guess I can just. We can just do this then. We'll play Root Stomp, We Are Groot, Sonic Rifle for 3 resources. Put in Professor X. We'll confuse. We'll clear that. Eros will die because he's going to take him out. So when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card, which we will. That's mine. We won't forget. That's fine because I'm going to get a reset anyways. Hold on to this. He's going to attack me, so might as well take the free block. No need to flip down, I guess. So we won't. We'll ready up. And then we'll deck out. We'll get another encounter card. Shuffle it up. See what happens. So holding on to clear the area. So I drew into a Venom. We drew into Under Surveillance. We drew into another Sonic. I shuffled this, right? Yeah, I totally shuffled this deck. That was amazing. It'll be horrible. Cool. All right. That being said, we're unexhausting. We're putting 1 threat onto the main scheme. Crossbones is going to attack. We defend with Professor X, attacking for 2, 3. X is gone. And then we get another encounter card. So we have 3 encounter cards coming out. And we get the old Madam Hydra. Great. So she cannot take damage while Legions of Hydra side scheme display. Force response after Madam Hydra schemes or attacks, or place 2 threat on Legions of Hydra side scheme. So nice thing is, like, at least that's not in play right now, because then that'd be a lot more annoying. But I also have 2 more encounter cards, so I bet you something nice will happen. So we get our obligation, Wilt. So it says right here, I may flip to Alter Ego and then choose to exhaust Alter Ego and then remove this from the game. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to do that. And then we get a Hydra Soldier, a guard when defeated. We know the routine. So I kind of want to get these guys knocked out really quickly. Because if Legions of Hydra, which I know there's 1 more in there, because I think we've only gone past 1 so far in the encounter deck. Yeah, only 1. So if Legions of Hydra comes out, what's going to happen is it's going to get the base 3 threat, and it gets 2 additional threat per Hydra card. And Madam Hydra and Hydra Soldier are already on the table, so if my calculations are correct, that would be 7 threat, and I don't feel like dealing with that. All right, so this is removed from the game, and the villain's turn is ended. So on that note, we can do Fertile Ground, and we give ourselves a counter. And then we'll use our Growth Spurt to give ourselves 2. So that'll bump us up to 3. I also get to draw a card for that, and we get Root Stomp. So we can clear the. So what we can do, we can't heal, but we can clear the area, draw a card, and we still have enough cards to put Venom out. Draw a card. The villain's confused. I could sit a turn, but I feel like that'd be a waste. Do I play Under Surveillance on the first? Let's flip to hero. Let's use the Weird Groot and clear the area. We'll clear the area. Draw a card, ensue fruition. That's cool. Death Focus, Under Surveillance. We'll do a Root Stomp. We'll stomp out the Hydra Soldier. And he's defeated, so I have to deal myself an encounter card. I get to add a Sprout. We'll play this to add 2 more. So that puts me up to 6. Let's hold on to Venom. Maybe. So holding on to Venom, we draw into Eros, Genius, Power of Justice. Okay. And a Think Fast. Wow. How about that? Crossbones is attacking. We will defend. So after this activation, we'll place 1 Pursue counter on. So he attacked me for 2. And I took no damage. And I will remove 2. Put me to 4. To ready myself back up. And then Madam Hydra is going to attack me, and then I will go ahead and defend that. Take no damage there. Now we get our encounter cards. First one is Raid the Armory. This has Insight 1. And then when revealed, we discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded, then we reveal that card. All right, so Hydra sidearm comes into play. Attach the villain. He gets +1 attack. Spend a mental physical resource to discard this card. The villain has range now. And then we get a Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take two damage, or place one threat on the main. This is at 2. Take 2 damage. That's fine. All right. Okay. So, all right. So let's play Genius, and we'll bring in Eros. So when you play Eros again from your hand, confuse a minion for each mental resource you used. I use 2, so I can confuse up to 2 minions. So Madam Hydra and Hydra Bomber are confused. Because he is a Guardian, I can trigger Nowhere to exhaust that and draw 1 card. And we got a Root Stomp. So we get 2, 3, 4. Bring in Venom. So this actually, so Venom comes in. He has 3 attack. He'll do 4 damage to Madam Hydra. And then I can have Arrows finish her off. Then I just have the Hydra Bomber on the table. But I want to clear that main off. All right. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we get Venom out. We will have Arrows just take out Hydra Bomber. I guess it doesn't really matter how I do it. I guess because they're both confused. So Venom will do 3, 4, 4 damage to Madam Hydra because she's confused, and Float Like a Butterfly allows my characters I control that attack a confused enemy, increasing the amount of damage. So that's 4 damage. Madam Hydra will take. Oh, actually, no. Before I have him do that, I want Arrows to thwart this off the main, and then he'll take 1 consequential damage. Then have Venom attack for 3, which would be 4. So 4 damage, and then he'll take 1 consequential damage because the main scheme is at 0 right now. So that's how I wanted to do it. And then we will flip down, and then we'll use our ability to get 2 more counters. We'll exhaust Fertile Ground to bring this up to 5. And then we can draw a card. I am Groot. We don't need to hold on to that, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just scrap that, I guess. Or do I hold on to it? In case I get Madam High. We'll hold on to it, just for case, actually. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. And then we'll ready up. All right, so we put 1 threat onto the main. Crossbones is confused, so he won't scheme. Madam Hydra's confused, so is Hydra Bomber. We'll get one encounter card. And the Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme if there are no side schemes in play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a side scheme and then reveal it. So there it is, Hydra Patrol. So that comes in with 2. And that has that. All right, that wasn't too. Oh, I forgot to draw off my hand. So this is. I should have done this. So I am Groot. Mora. I am Groot. And then Nick Fury. Got it. Okay. Turn. All right. Now villain turn's done. We'll exhaust Fertile Ground. That goes up to 6. I get to draw a card into clear the area. We'll use our ability to get us up to 8. All right. We'll flip to hero. We will use I am Groot as a resource to play clear the area. And we'll clear Hydro Patrol. So since there was only 2 threat on here, I get to draw a card for that, and I can exhaust Skill Investigator to draw another card, so that's 2 cards. So we drew into Flora, Fauna, and our clear the area. And when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion, puts into play, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Alright, so we'll put Hydra Bomber in. And his when revealed don't affect because it is put into play, not when revealed. Right? Yes. All right. So now let's use another I am Groot and play another clear the area. We'll clear that. We'll draw another card. 2, 3, 4. So then we'll do Strength, Flora, and Gamora to put in Nick Fury. And we'll draw 3 cards. We'll use Vine Shield and play I Think Fast. We'll take one of those off, and we'll confuse Crossbones. And we need to clear these up. So let's do. All right. So we'll have Groot attack, take out Madam Hydra. And then we will have Nick attack to get rid of the Hydra Bomber. Which will get 1 consequential damage. And Eros. I think we have Eros attack to get rid of this toughness. And then he'll be defeated by consequential damage. And then we'll use the energy. We'll play I Am Groot. Deal damage to an enemy equal to the number of growth counters. I have 7, so we'll do 7 damage to the villain, which will defeat his first stage. All right. So now we have Crossbone stage 3. So when revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. So he gets another weapon. And then he still has his sidearm, which gives him ranged. All right, so that's done there. And then we have Van. How many health? How much health does he get? He gets 16. All right, and then we'll have Venom attack for 4. Since he's confused, we'll go down to 12. And then he takes 2 because there's no threat on the main. And we'll hold on to Dazzler. Yes. He shouldn't lose his confuse. We'll toss it. We'll toss her away. And then we'll ready up. And then we'll drop to a hand size of 5. So we got Root Stomp. That's good. Power Justice. Rocket. 3, 4. I Am Groot. Oh, wow. This is... We can just prevent not losing our stuff. We could probably just win this game. Set it up for the kill shot. Let's go. All right. It's the villain's turn. So 1 threat on the main. Villain will attack. Oh, I forgot to reveal this first. All right, so he has the energy shield. He gains retaliate. And we spend energy and mental to get rid of this. All right. Okay, so villain's attacking. Nick Fury will defend. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Fury's defeated. And then the Hydra Bomber. The Hydra Bomber will attack for 1. I'll take it. So that'll put me down to 7. Or 6 growth counters. And then we get ourselves the encounter card, which is a Hydra Regular. And it has Insight, so this will go up to 2. And now it is player turn. All right, so he's got 12 health. He's confused. What can we do? Well, we could play Fruition to give us 2. That's 8. So it's 8 damage we got right there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's game over right here. So we will use our Death Focus. We'll use Power of Justice as a resource. We'll play I Am Groot. Well, actually, hold on. Do I have enough damage here? If I do that instead, if I play the 1, do that, that gives me 8. I'll do 8 damage. 9, 10, 11. Exhaust. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this instead. So we do the Death Focus, Power of Justice. So I'm hitting him with 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm hitting him with 9 because he's confused. So let's see here. Oh, yeah. It'll work. Yeah. So he gets dropped down to 3. I take a damage for retaliate, so it'll come off there. So I got 7 of these. And then we attack with Venom for 4 damage. And that's it. Groot wins. I like it. I like how that all just flew in. I like how that all just float like a butterfly. We that actually went a lot better than before. We didn't get our nemesis out. We kept it on the first stage, so that definitely helped. And being able to get our counters up and throw massive damage like that with the help of float like a butterfly, it's pretty spot on. I definitely enjoyed playing Justice um, than the other night when I was playing with the aggression. I don't know. I mean, I just did it wrong with aggression. I don't know. Have to review some things, but other than that, well, I'm gonna call that. I'll call that a win. Call that a day. Shout out to Daring Lime stopping by. Thanks. It was fun. I'm gonna go make some lunch, and I'm going to not watch the Super Bowl. Go Bills. And yeah, other than that, anywhere. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like or subscribe on my name Jeff87 on my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Twitch at TTV. My name Jeff. And other than that, have a good one. See you on the next one.